Kalamataro here with Monarch Training. In this video, we're going to talk about handstand push-ups. A quick review of the hollow body position. It's just us being braced and staying stable through our core. We want our entire body to be as long and as stretched out as possible, pushing through our shoulders. If everything is tight, it's going to be a lot easier to balance. Kicking up now to help us get into that good hollow body position, that brace position, we're going to find it while standing on our feet. Then we're going to reach as far as we can. So when we kick up, it's important to get a good distance away from the wall. And then we're going to reach out. I like to think about like diving into a pool. We're going to get everything along our body in that handstand position. Then we'll just be rolling over that one kind of lunge leg. What we wouldn't want to do on the kick up is to have to find that hollow body position while we're also getting inverted. So what I'm talking about is if we reach for the ground, it's setting us up to have to fold in half. And then as we're getting upside down, we're going to have to find that position. Much, much easier. We're going to get into a good position, roll over that lunge leg, and then everything is already in that handstand position except for that one leg. Much easier to find it for one leg than it is your entire body. Now when it comes to balance, if everything is tight and rigid, notice there's kind of a theme going back to that hollow body position, making sure we're staying braced. That's going to bring our control. So if we're braced and in a good position, then once we're upside down, our hands are now feet, our elbows are knees, our shoulders are our hips, whatever, everything is upside down. So when we go to balance, if you're on your feet and we get a little bit forward, a little bit back, you're just going to push your feet into the ground, and that'll help you find your balance. You don't do anything crazy through your hips anywhere. But when we're upside down, instead of us trying to throw our legs somewhere, if we're tight and everything's connected, we'll be able to just push our hands in the ground, push our fingertips into the ground, and just that small, subtle control is ideally what we're looking for. It's going to require a ton less energy and be a lot easier to maintain. The push-up portion of the handstand push-up. When we do this, our eventual goal, the kind of progression here, is freestanding handstand push-ups. Now, this also applies, the technique and all that stuff applies for when we go to do it on the wall. So what we're going to look for is proper mechanics, right? So as we come down, we want to make a triangle on the ground. So at the top, everything's in one straight line. At the bottom, we want to make a triangle where our hands are two of the points, and then our head will be that final point. And then as we press up, we're going to push our head through, just as we would for a strict press, jerk, push press, any of that stuff, thruster, whatever. And we're pushing our head through so that our head will end up being stacked in line, but that's at the top of the handstand push-up. So we're going to be coming down on that angle, pushing our head up and through. A bad example of this would be one, not pushing through and just staying back and over relying on the wall. The other issue would be if we put our hands too close and kind of came straight down. Imagine if you're doing a strict press, you would just keep hitting yourself in the head with the bar. That's not the best place to press from. Last thing we'll briefly mention here will be kipping in the handstand push-up. When we go to kip, we'll be likely against the wall. We're going to come down and bring our knees to our chest and then extend our legs up really fast and press through. The motion is exactly the same as a thruster, right? We're getting that energy out of our legs. We're in a squat type position, extending our legs and hips up fast to get that momentum. And once we get them locked out the exact same time, then we'll continue the press through with our arms, and it'll be a little bit easier because we have that momentum of our lower body coming up. Great drill to help work on this. Usually the issue for most people is going to be more so staying balanced while moving that fast. So staying tight, staying balanced. Great drill for this. Be in a headstand and then just go through that motion, nice and slow, really working on the control of it. Same mechanics as regular kip, you're just not going to do the handstand push-up. So that's it for us here at Monarch Training. Have fun doing some handstand push-ups, bouncing up and down in your head.